So welcome back, guys. In a very quick one, after you must have applied for monetization for your in-stream ads. In my last tutorial, I've recorded videos on how you can apply for in-stream ads, and you can see presently that my application is presently on review, and it takes nothing less than 2 weeks according to Facebook team before they monetize and approve my partnership with them and my monetization with them, so I can start earning as a content creator. And as well, I've already recorded a video also in my past tutorial. I'm also going to be leaving the 2 videos under the description button of this tutorial on how you can, if you fall under the set of category of the people that have issues with Facebook monetization policies. This is general issue that nearly all content creators should be facing. So I've recorded a video on how I bypass it with this same account, on how I've been able to bypass it. So that's 2 tutorial. After I bypass the Facebook monetization policies issue and how I was able to apply for monetization, and you can see here it's presently on review. So in today's tutorial, we quickly want to finish our setup we want to finish our payout account so we can get paid after Facebook approve our monetization. So how do you get to do this? Now we want to click on this setup here, right? So now this is where you want to input your data, right? So you can see it here. This is where you want to input your data, like I've said now. So now you need to upload your tax document, which is your TIN. If you have FIRS TIN, they can accept it. Also, they also take joint tax board. So in this case, I've already applied for my TIN with JTB. So this is the certificate. Let me go to my gallery to show you guys. So this is what the JTB should look like. This is what Facebook needed from you. And please take a note that this is Samuel Joshua on it. This is individual tax identification number. So we have for business and we have for individual. All right. So I've also recorded the video on how you can get this certificate within 2 days. I'm also going to be leaving it under the description button. Right. So I've already requested for mine and they've already given me with this Gmail. You can see it here. So I can download it here. So after you generate it, so you want to come back to your Facebook here, and this is your first legal name and your last name. So it must be the name appearing on your taxpayer name. So this is Samuel Joshua here. So I'm going to be inputting Samuel as my first name. Then I'm also going to change this Oluwasegun to Joshua because I have Joshua on my on my NIN, on my taxpayer, right? So after that has been done, change your date of birth, and once you change your date of birth here, you want to click on next. All right, so after you click on next, it will take you to the next surface of the setting up of your payout account. So now this is your business information here. You want to input your business information as Nigeria, then your business type. You select your business type, if it is individual or sole proprietorship, if it is partnership, joint venture, or LLC. So I'm going to be going for individual because I'm using individual tax. So if it is for business, I'll select business or LLC. So after you are done with this, then you click on next, right? So after you click on next, it will take you to the next page where you want to complete your registration, which have to do with your personal information, right? So now this is Samuel Joshua. So this is my middle name. My middle name is Oluwasegun, right? So I'm going to input my middle name here. Then your primary address, which is normally on your tax ID. So you want to input it. Then what I will do here is to fill in all the necessary information. So I'm going to pause this video now, fill in the necessary information, and once I'm done filling all the necessary information, then I will come back. I'm done filling all my necessary information here. I've filled in all the necessary things that I need to fill in. So for security reasons, I'll just blur the screen. So this is, you want to make sure that everything was filling correctly, because any small mistake now, it might stop them from accepting your monetization. So once you're done, you want to click on next. You check in this box here, then you want to click on next. right? So clicking on next will load the page if all the places was filled correctly, right? So and it will take you to the second to the last option. So now this is the two links here. So this is where you want to get paid, right? So if you want to get paid via your PayPal, which is what I will not recommend, because your PayPal might be blocked any moment. So I will always advise you link it with your bank account. So in this bank account, you want to make sure you go for USSD and not your local bank card, your local account. So I'm going to select the first method here, which is manually link your bank account. So this bank account is what is USSD and not your what local bank account, like I've said. So this is where you want to fill in all your necessary information here, so including the swift code of the company and the account number. So I'm going to pause this video again and what fill in the information and proceed. So what you want to do on this page where you want to fill in your bank manually is just to click on the drop down arrow, input your bank swift code. Where do you get your bank swift code? You can just go to Google, type Zenith Bank Swift code. You will get it there. Generate the code, copy the code, paste it, and input your bank account number, right? Then you want to click on link payment method, right? So once you click on link payment method here, it will load and confirm if your account is active, if the account is correct, if the details is correct here. And here you want to input your tax information, which is the last page. So you will just click on here, click on add tax info here. Once you click on add tax info here, you want to input your tax info there, and once you're done, you want to click on submit, and your application will be successfully submitted and it will go back to the normal page. So here is telling you to tax is requesting for your access, both your name and your picture. Just click on continue as Samuel. So it will load and takes you to the next page, and this will be the last information. So here is requesting for your profile picture again, is trying to have access to it. So you want to click on continue again as Samuel. So I'm going to click on tap continue, right? So now this is where you want to get started with your tax information. So here is telling you, are you a US citizen or US permanent resident, green card holder, or other permit? So you want to click on no, because we are not a US citizen, right? So you want to scroll down again. So here's the next question. It's telling you that, are you acting as an intermediary, agent, or other person receiving payment on behalf of another person? So you want to click on no, that you are not the person, because it's telling you, are you acting as an agent helping someone to receive payment? So you want to be sure. So the response for both of them is no and no. So you want to click on next after you must have done. So it will take you here. So here you want to select the type of citizenship. Then you will look for Nigeria, because we use Nigeria tax ID. All right, so I'm going to scroll down, select Nigeria. Then here, this is your tax ID here for those people who are outside of Nigeria, right? That's our ID, our tax ID is being there already. If you are to check where I circled now, it ends with 5619, which we've already filled in. You can see that this also ends with 5619. This simply means they've already filled in that step for me, right? So I'm just going to click on next. So once I click on next, this is the address that I'm supposed to fill. And once I'm done filling the address, I also click on next. So it has already filled in itself as well. So I'm just going to click on next again. So here, this is my mailing address. Anything they want to send to me, maybe it's via check or I'm receiving via my bank, is going to be sending to this permanent address here. So I'm just going to click on next again. All right, so here is the tax information where it say provide your additional details relating to your services. So location of where services are or will be physically performed. So this is where your services is being performed. They said 0% of services will be physically performed inside of United States of America. 100% of services will be physically performed inside of services. Services will be performed. So here, I'll set 100%, or let me say 0% of services will be performed physically, because I'm not doing anything in the US. So if at all anything that have to do with your business have to do with US, then you can select 100% of services will be performed inside of US, right? And if you set the third option, which says services will be physically performed inside and outside of United States, so this simply means the third service here simply means that if you want to perform any of your activities outside of Nigeria and US, then you can select the third option. But I'm going to be going for the first option. 0% will be physically performed because I don't have anything to do with USA, so I'm going to click on next. All right, so here is your form. You want to just scroll down, then accept it, check in that box here, then you type in your full name here. Let me put Samuel Oluwasegun Joshua. So let's leave it like this. Then I'm going to click on next. All right, so it will take it. I think it should take it. All right, this is the review of our page, right? This is everything that we've submitted, and you need to make sure you screenshot it should in case of incasity if they want to do anything, so you can just do well to remember everything that we filled in, right? So these are things you need to take note of. All right, so once you're done with all these aspects here, you want to click on save form. If you're okay with it, you want to click on save form. So I'm just going to click on submit form here. So after you submit all the forms, they will review it with your application with their monetization, and after the application is being successful, then you can now go ahead and start making your content, receiving your content, and get paid from Facebook. All right, so you can see here that it says our tax information is now completed. You can see here everything has been generated for us now. Everything is on everything here, right? So once you are done, then you want to scroll down, then click on done. I'm going to click on done now. So our tax information is now ready. All right, so you can see here it said our tax information and payout is now successful. So if I'm to refresh this page now, it should take me to another thing. So if I'm to, let me just refresh my Facebook account. So they will review everything together with my monetization tab. They are going to review everything together. So after this has been performed, then you are ready to go and start earning. I hope you've learned one or two things in watching to this tutorial. Then I'm also going to be leaving you with this tutorial on how you can do what if you're having issues with monetization policies, and how you can also apply for in-stream ads. So the video is going to be showing right now on your screen. So thank you guys for watching this very tutorial to the very end, and I will definitely see you in my next tutorial.